Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Texas. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
On the ground, it's Acha. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with second and 1. Here's the handoff. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run
play. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The expressway is wide open at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different look.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Texas offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. across the 35. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Snap it to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sooner offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After that last completion, it's second down. The running back has it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Oklahoma 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. The Sooners have enough for the first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Wants to throw on third. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How many ways can I get into my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's held. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Out of the gun to give to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to run it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to Mississippi State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. To the air, it's Arnold. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He rifles one deep down the middle. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Wants to throw. It's Arnold. Getting some heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Direct snap. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got it looking for a first. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell they're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. With the catch, it's Burks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Texas offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got loose, it was all over. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And Bebo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of the game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, and it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. They keep attacking through the air. Hubs it downfield. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
The Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to get back in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense. They have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the quick shuffle pass. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Sooner!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And right down the middle. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Texas 24.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Manning. Trying to beat the D deep. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's got it inside the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
First down for the offense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unleashes one. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Arnold. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to the air one more time. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there with the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end. Get a nice positive game in the toss point.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that one down a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot. Lofts one high and deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people hit the afterburners, kid. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for